Chapter 40, Murray.
"I'm back, Bentley," I call. "Thanks for the intel," he tells me, still focused on both his computer and the still broken time circuits. After finishing the list for Sly, I had time to decide to do some undercover work, going to Branwell's old university for possible info from his teachers, or on spread rumors. I also read a few of the articles he published aside from the ones on Roger Silvio. They were decent. I now have a further list of people who may have wanted to do something to him, primarily negative articles about different organizations or the enemies of people he did positive ones on. It was kind of boring, because I think we're all certain the Silvios has something to do with his disappearance. After all, they're the one who targeted him and his parents, and they're the ones whose house nearly burned down because of him. Deciding to get some shut-eye, I plop down on the bed. A few minutes later, the door swings open again with Sly, McSweeney, and Dimitri. You guys smell sweet," I point out. "Have you turned into lollipops?" I smile. "Anyone up for a lick?" The hippo was kidding, correcto?" I hear Dimitri ask them. "Yeah, he is," I answer. "We stopped for some oranges on the way back," Sly explains. "Well, more like swiped them. When we peeled them, some of the zest got on us. Smells tasty. Want one?" "I'm kinda hungry," I say, getting up off the bed. "Let me have..." "Swipe them?" I turn my head. Carmelita emerges from the other room. I didn't realize she was here. Maybe she returned while I was napping and I didn't hear her. "Oh, well, yeah," Sly shrugs. "We found some hints to help us access Roger's computer, and on the way back stole some tasty oranges." Sly tosses one to her. "Want one? They're juicy and ready to peel." Carmelita is speechless for a second. She blinks, then says, "You had money. Why didn't you just pay for the oranges?" "Well, we didn't technically have money. Dimitri was in charge of holding on to it and left it here." Carmelita whacks her forehead. "You could have gone back later, or paid for something to eat while you returned to this hotel. There was absolutely nothing that forced you to steal those oranges," she says defiantly. Sly rolls his eyes. This comes as a shock to me. I've never seen Sly roll his eyes at anybody, and I never guessed the first time I'd see it would be to Carmelita. "Oranges are a favorite of McSweeney's," Sly goes on. "He hasn't had one in years. He deserved one without having to wait. And we were all hungry. Heck, we got possible intel on Branwell. We didn't deserve this after all of our hard work." Carmelita doesn't bring a counterattack. She just looks down at her boots. This is getting awkward. I want to leave the room, and I get the feeling so do the others, except for Sly. Finally, she sighs and double checks her pockets to make sure she has her wallet. "Where was this stand? I'm gonna get some oranges too, and leave a decent tip." Now, Sly blinks, unable to give a response. She begins turning away. I can tell she has a big desire to slam the door behind her. Actually," chimes in Bentley, "that has to wait a little. I have a plan formulated, and we should go over it since we're all here." No one moves to look at Bentley. "Okay, then," I decide to break it. "Let's hear what you have."